How are you?
Okay,
Dimitris Antonopoulos from Channel 1.
that's right.
Nice talking to you. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Okay.
So let's begin with that 100 club gig next May. Tell us some things about.
Well, it's a sort of a way of celebrating that SPIZZENERGI have been playing live for 30 years. We had started playing around April, but we did our first UK tour in May 1979 with the Rough Trade package tour with Kleenex and the Raincoats back in 79.
Yeah. So, Spiz, tell us some things about the Cherry Red label. You have a album on the market.
I got a CD that has just been reprinted, reproduced. It's called The Very Best of Spiz, and it's I'll tell you the serial code. It's CDM Red 212 on Cherry Red. You can get it online from cherryred.co.uk, and it's got Where's Captain Kirk on, obviously, to kick off the CD, and also our other big seller, No Room, Soldier, Spock's Missing, Amnesia, Mega City 3, and a few of the original early ones, 6,000 Crazy, and Cold City and Virginia Plain.
Wonderful. Spiz, can you give us a picture about the punk rock scene 3 decades ago? You know, about the atmosphere there.
Well, obviously I was quite a young man and very excited by what seemed to be like a musical revolution, and with the Sex Pistols' controversial behaviour and the climate of the political scene at the time, that we were considered a threat to democracy as a society. We were seen as outsiders. It was quite a tense and but equally exhilarating time, because we had we had councils, local government closing concerts, cancelling concerts, and you also had the sense that you were watched by the police for unruly behaviour, when largely we were often the victims of attacks from people of, say, of a less enlightened mindset. So, but it was so that's when we went to concerts, we were all sort of like, excited that it was a clandestine situation. It was like really underground and against the system, and we were, soldiers fighting alone, a guerrilla war of creativity.
Yeah, exactly. Spiz, are you still in any kind of contact with Susie from Susie and the Banshees after 3 decades from your support with the Banshees?
Yeah, no, I went along to see Susie at Coco in Camden. I think it was November, or certainly a few months ago. And I went to the after-show party, and of course my appearance has changed a lot since I last saw her, because I used to have dark hair. Now I have spiky blonde hair. And of course I'm a lot older, but she came up and shook my hand because I said hello as if I was an old friend. And then suddenly she did a double take and go, "What, Spiz?" and threw her arms around me and gave me a big hug, which was always very nice. And and I've seen Susie, and I see because the girl from Bananarama, Siobhan, she used to be working as a Czech girl, with a cloakroom girl at the Marquee when we were playing there, and then she went on to form Bananarama with her friends. So I bumped into her at Mick Jones' new band, Carbon Silicon.
Excellent band.
They're fantastic. They're a band worth paying money to see.
Exactly.
And I really enjoyed all the shows. I've seen several shows here in London, and always pop backstage and say hi to Mick and the guys, bit of backslapping. It's always nice.
Oh, yeah. Spiz, almost 2 decades ago, R.E.M. from Athens, from Georgia, made a cover of your legendary Where's Captain Kirk. Can you tell me some details, maybe, about this classic song?
Well, what happened was, someone tipped me off, said, "Hey, that R.E.M. have covered Where's Captain Kirk?" I said, "No, don't believe it." And sure enough, what they did is every year they give away like 6,000 copies of a song they've
I think
either
on
it's
Christmas.
like a demo, or they've knocked it up together in the studio, and they give it away at Christmas time to all their fan club members. And ours was 92, I think it was. And they recorded Where's Captain Kirk, and judging by the arrangement, it sounds like they've copied it off the Erga Music War version, the arrangement of that, and they've copied it like in a sort of a rehearsal thrash style. It's quite amusing. To be fair, I don't think it is as good as our version, but
yeah, I'm sure
it is a good kudos, pat on the back to know that some band as big as REM. I think because before they were formed, it was about the time when Captain Kirk came out. The bass player was working in a music store, a vinyl record store in Athens, and he would have imported stuff from London and rough trade particularly. And I suppose he quite liked the song when he was before he formed REM.
Yeah.
And then when it came around to choosing a song, maybe it just popped into his head, and they decided to kick it around and put it out as their fan club giveaway. Which means that I am not now a millionaire, had it been the B-side of one of their top-selling singles.
Anyway.
Which would be obviously a lot more fortunate for them.
Okay, Spiz, thank you very, very much for this interview, for your time. Okay.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Me too.